Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is, of course, your boy B, Bullet RC, coming to you guys again with yet another
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy.
Alright, so what is good, everybody?
It's 2021. Welcome to a new year.
And yes, I know I haven't been here. Where have I been? Honestly, guys, I just need to take a break, take a step back from everything, and just kind of, relax for a bit. And salutes to anyone and everyone out there who may have dropped a comment on a video. I did see a few people just asking, yo, boy, are you okay? Are you good? Where are you? Yes, I was okay, but I just need to take a step back. But now, yes, I am back, and of course, the weekend is almost over. So you already know what time it is. It's time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or was just that basura. That I did not want to expose y'all to it, but this week it will be a rant. We got regular basura and we got like a whole situation of basura that I'm definitely gonna have to do a slight rant about. Now, I haven't seen y'all in a little bit, so before we get started, a few quick updates. First off, new sample drop is on the way. This is a brand new colorway of the Sans corduroy flannel. You guys have seen this before. Same embroidery on the front and of course the back. Blam, y'all see it. Still got those same Polar Tech guts on the inside to keep you nice, warm, and cozy. Now, this jacket right here is actually going to be dropping this Saturday, the 16th at 8 p.m. EST. I will leave a link down below. You guys can go check out the Instagram. We're going to be posting all the updates there. Just know the link is down below. New sample drop on the way. Also, yes, Bacardi Bull is on the way. Hopefully this week. Come on, y'all know Bacardi Bull runs on CP time. With all that out of the way, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on this vid. Sub up if you haven't subbed up already, and finesse the bell as well. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. This week we have a ton of stuff to get into. First of which being this high top YEEZY 350. Now, this shoe right here popped up, kind of out of nowhere. There is a sample of a high top 350, but a lot of people were kind of talking about it this week. Had some people ask me about it, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all as always. This high top 350, I don't know if from this mock-up, it just doesn't look better than the low top, I guess you could say. I feel like I kind of learned my lesson. Maybe it was just a 500, but that 500 high on my foot, it just didn't look good. I mean, from this mock-up right here, you're definitely not gonna be wearing like your jeans behind the top, behind the tongue. So you would just kind of cover the shoe with like your pants or your jeans, and they're basically gonna look like 350s anyway. I don't know, for me, I'm just not really feeling them, but for right now, it's just this sample picture and this mock-up. So we are thinking about a high top 350. Up next, we actually got another Nike Dunk Low. Who would have guessed on the way? And this is the free 99 pair. Now, of course, we had the mock-ups before, but you guys can see this is the actual shoe, or almost the actual shoe, because it's not all the way put together yet. Y'all can see on the insole, it says free 99, super colorful uppers, kind of like the Crayola Dunk Low. It's not bad at all. I don't think they're a bad shoe. And I do like the gum bottom sole on these. Am I super pressed for it? No. And also, it's a Nike Dunk, which means it's just going to be almost impossible to get. So this is not one I'm really stressing. A brand new leak we got this week, Slight Bars, is another new pair of the AJKOs. Blam, y'all see them right here. And this is like a paisley print AJKO. And if I'm keeping it a buck as always, these are kind of outlet specials, bro. Now, last year, we were also talking about a possible paisley pair of Air Jordan 1s. We didn't get any more info on those yet, but if there's an AJKO, I wouldn't be surprised if there's also a regular Air Jordan 1 on the way too. Now, this next one, unfortunately, did already sell out, but I did want to at least include them because I just saw them and I thought they were pretty hard, and that is the End and Adidas Forum Low. This one right here is called the Friends and Forum pair, and they were limited to only 300. And I wish they weren't so limited. I did go check to see how much this shoe was going for in my particular size. And it's kind of like, I think they were at like 275 or 300, somewhere in that range. And although I do think this colorway is super clean, the color stripes, the white, the beige suede, it's a nice shoe, but it ain't a $300 shoe. So I did want to at least just mention them here. Jumping into some YEEZY news, we actually got our first leaked images of the actual cream 700 V2, and yes, it is still extremely close to the static V2s, which is a good thing. So if you missed out on the statics, I would definitely tell you to go for this 700 V2 right here. And another thing is that the price might be dropping from 300 down to $240. Now there's another Yeezy colorway on this week's list that we know is going to retail for $240, and I don't know why they wouldn't just drop the price for these V2s as well. Now for the release date, we don't got that yet, another fresh leak, but these are on the way. Probably be dropping pretty soon. This week we also got another New Balance collab. This time it's on the M920, the M920, and this is a green and orange colorway. Now if you do want this shoe, they are going to be releasing via raffle on the 13th. Now I don't know exactly how they're going to be doing it, so you might want to go check SNS or something, see if maybe you can enter in early. I'm not too sure, but the date is supposed to be January 13th. We had a ton of fire releases in 2020 from New Balance, and I think this one is a pretty good one. Is it one of my favorites? No, but definitely not a bad pair of MBs at all. Another brand new New Balance model that dropped recently. They actually dropped on the 9th, and I did miss them. If you're watching this, it is too late. The shoe is sold out, and that is the brand new New Balance 5740, and it's like an updated version of the 574. And you know, I got the two colorways right here, and the first time I seen these was actually on Twitter. I saw some comparisons between this shoe's colorway and that old Apple logo, and y'all can see it. I mean, it's another clean New Balance. So although I might have missed them because I wasn't paying attention, it seems that people were definitely on it. Now as far as the retail goes on this new pair, it is $119. I didn't go to check to see what the prices were on them because, well, I'm not paying resale for this shoe. But since these are the two original colorways of it, expect to see more and more and more on the way. We also got new images of this Sakai and Fragment LDV Waffle. These are gone. These are selling out. These are out of here. Now, while we didn't get any images of the full shoe, I'm just using the mock-up right here. You guys can see these other photos, which are the leaked ones. You can see the side panel of the shoe, the double swooshes, as well as on the tongue, you do have the Fragment logo back there hiding. So it does seem like this shoe is real and it will be on the way, and it should be releasing sometime in spring this year, 2021. Now a quick update this week, we did get some of those shitty leaked images of this Shadow 2.0, this black, gray, and white pair of Air Jordan 1s. Now these should be dropping on May 15th. Still that regular retail of $170, but this does kind of solidify what the colorway is going to look like, and it is going to look like the mock-ups. This shoe is a little ways off from us right now, so that's all I got. Just a quick update. Another new leak for Air Jordan 1s, we had this light army Air Jordan 1, and it is black and gray, kind of similar to the Shadow. Seems like they might be using like suede or nubuck back there, but on the uppers, it seems to have that removable uppers like on the Lance Mountains, like on the LA to Chicago's, that same kind of idea, but this one seems to be kind of like a brass colorway. Kind of reminds me of the old Statue of Liberty Dunks, the SBs, just a little bit, not exactly the green, but that brassy copper kind of colorway underneath. Not too many more details on this shoe. This is another fresh leak, but they should be dropping sometime in May. Jumping back into some Yeezy news, we have another 380 colorway. Blam, y'all see it right here. This is the mock-up. You know, doesn't look too bad. Looks like a pretty good, pretty decent pair of 380s. Very, very similar to the OG Aliens. But then, blam, y'all see right here the actual photo, or the actual photo of the shoe. And while it's definitely not bad, definitely one of the better colorways, it still is just, it's something that seems a little off about this colorway. Is this one of the shitty colorways that we've seen from before? No, and actually this is a reflective colorway as well. Now these should be dropping pretty soon. We got the in-hand leaked photos, and the price still should be at that regular $230. Some people were saying that the sole is throwing them off, and maybe that is it, but that pattern has always been there, and it was there on the original Aliens. It was just a little bit harder to see. So I guess I would say if you don't have the Aliens, definitely not bad. If you have the Alien 380, no real need to cop this one. Up next, we got another pair of Dunks. Who would have guessed? This time it is in Spartan green and white. It's a Dunk Low. You know, green and white Dunk Lows. It's a clean pair for sure, but how hard will it be to get it on release? I mean, I think we all know the answer to that. Now in January, there's actually a ton of Nike Chinese New Year releases. I'm going to focus on this one right now, and it is an Air Jordan 5. This is of course the Chinese New Year 5s. It is a low top. I'm always going to say I'd rather the high top, but the low tops are definitely not bad. And these do have that tearaway or that removable upper, and they're pretty clean. Now, one thing I didn't know is that these do retail at $215, which is pretty high for a low top Air Jordan 5, a low top Jordan in general. But then again, removable uppers, special release, you know, embroidery, different crazy. Okay, I got you. I get it. Definitely one of the better Chinese New Year shoes that has dropped in the last few years. And at retail, you know, not a bad cop. I would say not a bad cop in my opinion. Another big story this week, the Flint Air Jordan 7. We finally got the leaked images of the actual shoe. Y'all see it right here, and I was pretty pleasantly surprised by what the quality looked like in the photos. Now this image might be a little bit blown up, so it's kind of hard to see, but I mean the leathers, the suedes, and the nubucks that they use on the uppers look good. And I gotta say, it looks like a strong pair of sevens, a good pair of sevens, not a French blue 7 situation that we had a few years ago where the quality and everything was just terrible. That's all I had to say though. These are definitely going to be a cop for me personally. Next up, we actually have another Fragment release on the way. Should be sometime this year, and it is the Fragment Dunk High City Pack from 2010. Now you have the London, the New York, and the Beijing pairs, and all 3 of these should be returning sometime this year. So as far as Fragment collab goes, you got the Sakai Waffles, and now we have the Nike Dunk. 2 super hype shoes, and of course these are going to be selling out. We got another Forum collab on this week's list. This time it is Eric Emanuel on the Forum 84, and as y'all can see, these are actually inspired by the McDonald's All-Star Games. This is the right way to do a McDonald's collab, I guess you would say. And for a retail of $140, you're not really hurting the pockets. Now this is an Eric Emanuel release collab, probably limited, so these are probably going to be going ahead and selling out, but I do see myself paying attention to this release to see when they do drop. The next brand new Jordan leak we got is this Air Jordan 12 Twist. Now these should be dropping on July 31st, and these really remind me of the Japan Air Jordan 12. And y'all know people love 12s. They're all white and red, releasing during the summer. I think these are probably going to be selling out. These joints right here, pretty clean, can't lie. Last year we talked about some rumors of the white cement 4s returning, and in that video I said I didn't understand why they'd be dropping them so soon, because I feel like they just came out a few years ago. Like, I don't think we're due for another retro of the white cement 4 for a little while. But it seems that they are coming back, but they kind of switched it up a bit. Blam, y'all see them right here, and this is the shoe, or the white cement 4, that we should be getting later this year in the summer. And y'all can see that they have changed up a few things, and I'm not mad because I didn't really think they should be retroing it so soon. But if you do like this shoe, they should be dropping in the summer once again when we get those leaked images of the actual shoe other than just mock-ups. Of course, I'll update y'all. Nike also dropped an official look of the brand new Notre Dunk High this week. This is that light or wood brown colorway. I believe there are 2 or 3 if I'm not mistaken, but this is the first one we got official photos of, and it's clean. It's a Nike Dunk, and since it is a Dunk High, it is a collab. Of course, they'll be selling out. As far as the retail goes, it should be $140 release date. Not out yet. Another shoe that definitely had people talking was this Chicago colorway of the Ambush Dunk High worn by Yoon herself. But since the original images of the shoe have dropped, we do know that this was basically a friends and family, or like a one-of-one pair of her Ambush Dunk High, and this one will not be releasing to the public as of yet. You know, who knows? But for right now, if you were excited like, oh shit, some Chicago Ambush Dunk Highs, yeah, probably won't be happening. Okay, it is time for 2021's first Basuda of the week. And if you took a Balenciaga Tyrex sneaker and merged it with the YEEZY foam runner, you would get our first entry, the People's Choice Basuda of the week. Blank. This shoe right here is called the Scary Shuttle Shadow, and it did release already. Now, it was a limited release, and this shoe would have cost you $650. It has special packaging and everything, but $650 off the hip for these right here. And these are indeed the Cyberpunk 2077s right here. This is a 3D printed sneaker, which is cool in itself, but how it looks like some weird shit I would have seen in an Alien movie, bro. And y'all already know what to do. Give me 3 words to describe these right here. They just look kind of nasty when you see all the different angles and all the different images of the shoe. So for me, these are the Cyberpunk 2077s, but y'all can drop y'all's down below in the comment. Now that is of course the official Basuda of the week, starting off pretty strong for 2021. So let's go ahead and get them shits off this screen. Now, for my rant this week, the second Basuda has to go to Nike, and it is for the release of the Nike ID Nike by You Dunk Low 365. The reason this release is on the Basuda of the week is because it's sold out. It's the same situation that we had with the CPFM Forces, where if you actually customize a sneaker for yourself, which is the point of Nike ID or Nike by you, there is a high chance that you are not actually able to get the shoe you want because a lot of bots ate up the just pre-made colorways of the shoe. Nike, the blogs, everybody had us all hyped up. Everyone's making different colorways. I even made my own like reverse ray gun colorway up there, excited, thinking like whenever they do drop, I'll get up on Nike and grab them. I woke up the day of the release after they had already dropped and they were sold out. Nike, please stop doing limited Nike by you drops. Dunks are already almost impossible to get for retail, so when you give people the opportunity to make their own, you didn't even give us all the different options, but we still took it. We said, okay, cool, to make our own, customize them, and order our own for retail. Do not make it limited, and then you just have a whole bunch of people pissed off. So for that reason, yes, Nike, y'all are on the Basuda of the week for fucking up, truly fucking up that Nike ID release for a ton of us out here who still have not hit for retail. So yeah, that's my rant over. Let's get back to the heat, bro. First up, we have the Sun Yeezy 700s, and this is the first of the confirmed Yeezys, or at least Yeezy 700s. With that dropped price, this shoe will retail at $240 instead of $300, which is a good thing, I guess. People just didn't want to spend $300, and I understand it was a high retail price, which led to a lot of different colorways actually sitting around. They don't want them sitting around, so they dropped the price $60. And y'all can see this is the official photo right here, and to me, this is still, it's weird. It's definitely a weird 700, but this is still a cop for me. Now, we already know that next month we have a ton of crazy heat releases on the way, All-Star Weekend, and one of those is, of course, the Carmine Air Jordan 6. And this week we have started seeing people get this shoe in hand, so I just wanted to throw one of those up right here. Something other than just those kind of weird ad type photos from Nike. This is what the shoe is actually going to look like, and they still look good. I mean, regardless, you know, we were still going to cop them anyways. Another big confirmation this week, the Raging Bull 5s are on the way. We did get official photos of the GS sizes right here. No retro is safe anymore, and them Raging Bulls is back on the way. And of course, this is a 100% cop. Now, to go ahead and end off the first heater hype of 2021 strong, we got two more big stories. Travis Scott is back once again, and blam, y'all see him right here, and he has a new pair of Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows. Now, these right here were the images that people actually spotted him in the shoe, and then blam, y'all can see this is a mock-up of what it could look like, and it is a UNC or like University blue pair of Air Jordan 1 lows, of course, the Travis versions, and y'all already know if these dropped, it would go crazy. As far as this shoe actually releasing, there is no info on these yet. We just know that one pair does exist, and that one pair is on Travis's feet. If we get any more info, I'll let you know. And then last up, after a lot of speculation, it does seem that the Air Jordan 6, that light British khaki Air Jordan 6, will be releasing this year in 2021. There has been a lot of speculation about this shoe, if it's actually going to release, is it just a sample, but we did get some more photos of the unfinished sneaker right here, and you can see that the Cactus Jack logo is on it. You got the zippers around the ankles, it is there. So it does seem that this British khaki pair is on the way, and I really loved my green Travis Scott 6s, and I'm definitely down for this light British khaki colorway, just like I said when we originally saw the photos. But listen, man, that is it. I'm pretty sure this was a pretty long video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you stayed through the end, hey, you know, salutes, much love, appreciate you. But we need to go ahead and get up out of here, so make sure you drop a like on this vid, sub up if you haven't already, and make sure you finesse the bell as well, and let me know, did you copy anything this week, or did you save all the money in the pockets? Remember, that is always a good option. New sample drop this Saturday on the 16th, 8 p.m. Link down below to the sample IG. Make sure you follow us and stay up to date. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is BulletRC, by the way. When you guys are watching this video, I should be actually live right now. So if you're not doing anything, hey, Twitch link is down below as well. Come through, say what's good. Here, there, blah, blah, blah. Of course, my shoes are back there, and I don't feel like grabbing them right now. So, BulletRC, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Time for me to go edit. I'm going to see you on the next one, man. Much love. Peace.
Ready.
If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really ain't no thing. I got some up here in this thing. I just dropped the jig in my Red Bull, and it really gave me wings. Yeah, up and away. Y'all should have seen this shit coming in May. We doing 300 records a day. Who really think they could get in?